this is what I use to send my files over to my HP latex L26500. It's part of the flexi sign software, which is the production manager. But what I basically do is go to job, then I go and find my file. And then I hit add, and then I'm going to double click on it right here. And the size of my vinyl, well, my HTV vinyl is 20 inches. So I gotta make sure I insert that there. And then you always wanna make sure that you have enough sides open here. That way, whenever you're contouring, cut your logo or design, the machine has enough that it's not gonna slide out or it's not gonna work. Because believe me, I've wasted so much product doing things incorrectly. But there's that. The biggest issue that I've always had is my profiles. And that's matching your colors that's on your screen to what's being printed. I'm still kind of struggling. I am fairly new to this. I've only been doing this maybe about, I'd say, 10 months. And I'm slowly learning. So what I've already done is have some profiles already set up. And it's there. So that will go under your presets. And that's a different topic that I may get into. It's a very big topic, you know, trying to find your profiles and putting them into the computer. Hi. So I've definitely found that the key banner output profile is by far the one that I used most often, and I completely like because of the colors that print out are pretty kind of close to what's on my screen, and the colors are very bright and vibrant, as well as my red. Because I've always at the beginning had an issue with my red, that it was like an orange and wasn't a red. But your output profile, these are profiles that I've found from like the places that I bought the material from. And I get most of my material from Gremco, which is a warehouse company. But they have like profiles on their page that you can download and then upload to your software. And that always has to be selected. So I have different kinds here. But like I said, I always choose the key banner color profile, which gives me like a preset of colors already, and then I just modify them a bit more, and then I save them. Like I save them here, and then I just have like my favorite ones that I can just differently select. But the key banner profile are like already a color presets that come in, and like I said, you can, you know, adjust it in the color adjustment, you know, a little bit more, because I know that when I still use it, like my greens are not the way I want them to be, or my reds are just completely off. But after that, you want to make sure that you select the correct material, and I use film, which already sets up my curing temperature and all my presets that need to be sent out to the machine. I always make sure to unselect the cut sheet after printing, because most of the time I have other jobs that are being added to that, and I don't want it to be cut off after the machine is done printing. But one of the things that when you saved your profile that you best like, it automatically inserts everything unless you need to adjust it. So if I select, for example, this or this one, it changes, you know, my presets. But right now I'm printing a logo that goes with this one. So I want to change some of my presets, but I typically print on my HTV vinyl between 16 and 24 passes, which that's going to help. That's going to help a lot with the graininess when it's being printed, and make sure that the quality is pretty good. But that's another big topic there. But typically I use 16 passes over 24 passes. That you don't have to worry about. Then here, if you hit, so right here is what my screen or my logo on my regular computer looks like. And then if I hit preview, it's going to show something, I should say a similar version of what's going to be printed on my printer, which sometimes I found that my colors on that and the one that's printed, it's some way not so close to each other, but then it, I don't know, it's I don't know if it's the program or something, but either way, when it prints, it's pretty close to my actual logo colors, which when you're printing logos, you want to be as close to their colors as possible. But that's part of here where I said that you can adjust the colors, because I had a preset already made, and when I printed it, like my magenta, the gray on here was kind of like a pinkish, so it wasn't like a gray. So what I had to do was adjust my magenta and adjust my cyan. So I just adjusted it a bit, and then it printed pretty close to what I wanted to print out. But I think I found that most of my times that I have to adjust my colors is my magenta and my cyan, to it look close to what I want. And that's basically when it comes to my like grays or my reds or my greens. And that's pretty much it. If you're printing a banner, there's like a different whole topic over here that I can in the future discuss about. But after I have that, I just send out my design out to be sent out to the printer. So basically what you are going to do is, upload your file, make sure that the size is in here correctly. You select your profile on here, and then if you need to adjust anything on here, you can. And then if you want to adjust the color profile, that would be this section right here. And then after that, I just send my design over to production, and it does this thing. And then if you want to figure out how much you are spending in ink, after it is saying printing, you can go to estimate and then hit estimate, and it's going to estimate how much ink is being used, and then how much is your total. So for this, it's going to cost me 19 cents. And of course, I've already inserted how much my ink was, so that the software is able to calculate this for me. Which this is, pretty good when you're trying to decide how much you're going to charge someone on prices. But that's pretty much it. I will be uploading more videos, and you know, if you need any information that I can help, I'm more than glad to message me on here, and I will reply as soon as I can. But I just wanted to start making videos because I know I've struggled very much trying to get this printer working and trying to get the software working, but I've learned slowly, so I am more than happy to try to upload videos on things that I've learned throughout my process. Thank you. If you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to.